So we are now live on YouTube. Again, my name is Ruby. And I am a YouTuber and Twitch streamer, Twitch affiliate. And I am recording this because we will be doing another episode of Family Losses. I thought this would be a really good topic because there is a lot of things I would like to talk about. But before we even begin, I really can't say much because it's very personal. And today's topic is the reason why I am gonna share on why this is being titled as Family Losses. But again, before we begin, I just wanna put out there, please pray for me, especially my family, because so for the past 2 or 3 weeks, it's been rough. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have to admit, some things just hasn't been right. Because before all this even happened, everything was just great. Nothing was ever a problem. Everything was just nothing but calm and happy. And as of 2 or 3 weeks ago, my 28-year-old brother has been reported missing. And I got the news back from my mother saying that he had passed away yesterday. Or it may have been dead. For I don't know how long. But all I know is he was found in a neighborhood at the state of North Carolina. And since he's been found and dead, I haven't been able to cope. I haven't been able to just mend of all the shit that I've been putting up with. And like I said in my last episode, where trust issues is in the way, and some people are in the way. I can't seem to surround myself with the right people, and I especially just can't find peace in those people. Can't find peace at just anywhere. So yeah. So again, please pray for me, my family. So bow down your guys' heads, and I guess we can find my Bible. Sorry, give me a second. I'm going by paper again because sometimes I don't know how to pray. Sometimes I do. Just depends. You know what? Let me just pray the way I want to. It doesn't matter. So close your eyes, put on your heads, and just relax. Dear Heavenly Father, who art in heaven, I come to you today because I am streaming and we would love to have you part of our podcast today. Because today's topic is family losses. Now, I don't have to go too far, and I don't have to leave out details, but at this point I'll maybe shorten it, maybe not. We'll just see where we'll just see how it goes. We would love to have you in our podcast today because you already know I'm not doing too well, and you know the reason why. Look, I just shared a little bit on my brother here on YouTube. Again, I didn't have to put that out there, but again, this is for, educational purposes because of today's, topic on family losses. And please, Heavenly Father, whoever is going through, family losses, touch their hearts and heal them physically, mentally, and emotionally. Reach out to them the best as you can and help those in need, in case if they're, ever, basically if they ever feel troubled. Please touch their hearts for it. So I also want to pray that you bless the stream, bless my family, and everyone that's here right now. I don't know what else to say, but I'm just going to leave it as that. Again, there's just a lot going on in my mind right now, and I just need your love and guidance for me, my family, the stream, on whatever it is that they're going through. Please, thank you. I say this in thanks in the Lord's name as I pray. Amen. So family losses. There's a lot we could talk about on that. What I feel on it is it's really depressing. It's painful. It hurts. It'll sting. But it could just almost feel like you are just losing more patience. It tempts you to think and feel as if you're unable to mend due to the fact that, again, no matter what you go through in life or whoever, is in your life that you go through the most. You feel so trapped. You feel no one understands you or gets you. And then as soon as you lose a family member or a friend or anyone, it adds to more stress. I'm on to current situations that you're going through, or past situations that you're trying to get over, but there's more shit adding upon it. And sometimes I think, or some people think, why? Why could it, or why could it be then? Why? Why does it happen? Just why? And then at the same time, you have to think, you know what? I can't think this way. It happened because of something. And you believe it's the enemy that flies pass by through the night. And no matter how strong your say, like, no matter how strong and powerful your instinctive gut feels, it's like above most days that you wake up every day. You start to feel more emotional. People act all weird around you and nothing's just going your way. It's always that something that happens, and then you just don't know what to think or feel. Excuse me. And it's like as if like you can't get a hold on you just can't seem to hold on, and it's just fascinating at how, like, you know, the only thing that ever made you happy is just now taken away from you. It's just so fascinating. It's just cruel on how this world actually works. And it's just so much work you have to, like, gain just to get to where you need to be. It's dumb. And no, it doesn't have to be that way. But it almost feels like as it is. And don't you ever just, like, question yourself? Don't you just, like, question yourself, like, if this world was a lot different, what would you feel then?
Okay.
Let me ask you that question, B. If the world was different, how would it make you feel? Or what
Different in what
would
way?
it make you feel?
Different in what way?
Like, if we didn't lose so many people that we care and love about, and if they were still here.
What?
I think that
It's not even
the
a question.
losses that we experience when we're living or throughout our lives, um, they build our way of seeing the point of life.
Mm.
You know, some may say that life is just, you know, a never-ending, you know, up and down roller coaster. You can have the highest ups, but you can have the lowest downs, and some may have more often than the other. But I think that losses are necessary in our life. I think that um, our lives are built to have losses so we can experience, you know, and realize that the people around us we have, you know, they're not always going to be here. You know, we have to experience life in the present, not in the future, not in the past. We got to cherish the people around us. We got to build relationships in the moment, not for the future. And we got to look in the present, not, you know, relish in the past. I just think losses are necessary for our lives to work. If we had no losses, then we would never learn that, you know, life is a uncommon thing. People may say that lives are being born every day, but for us to be talking right now on the internet and just existing, it's special. It's uncommon. And we just gotta realize that losses are necessary and we're always gonna make it through it. Always gonna make it through it. So I wouldn't like to imagine a loss-free world because there needs to be a balance of emotions. But yeah.
And you are not wrong. It happens. We will lose a lot of people. But sometimes we have to think, you know, the hardest way that, you know, we just gotta pray for them. Keep them in our hearts. And they will always will live deep in our hearts. It's hard to think that. Because it's like when you lose like a family member or anyone, it's like even if you didn't had a good relationship with them or anything, they were your only happiness, your only person to go to. They were your someone that comforts you the most. Though no one else ever shows that in us. And it's just so tragic that Now all of a sudden they get hurt and they can't get that justice. But again, no matter what, they will always be here in spirit. It's just crazy. It really is. And again, it's weird and stupid, but very traumatic at how this world works and how it is. You just feel empty, you just feel so brokenhearted, you just don't know what to do. Especially when it happens to someone else's family. You just think like, again, why? And how? And for what? And you just have no idea. You just don't. And that's just how I truly feel about my brother. I've never had the best relationship with him. But now it's like he gives hugs, he shows affection, he shows a lot. And it is appreciated. Grateful to have that. It's just sad, like, we don't talk. We only say our highs and how are yous and goodbyes, and he's gone. But that's okay. I mean, it's better than nothing. It was strange but good is last year it was his daughter's first Christmas, and you know, my other niece, as she came over, and you know, my brother and his girlfriend came over, they had, you know, given us gifts. I'm over here thinking to myself, that is the first that he had ever done that for, you know, his family. Same thing for my 15-year-old sister. Like, I've never seen that side of him. Never. But yet again, we never had the best relationship. And I'm just happy on how grown up he is. How he grew out of, you know, whatever darkness that he had going on. And to become someone better. You know, the better version of himself. And that's all I ever expected in people. Like, grow out of the old to grow into the new, you know? And I just don't know what to say. I really don't. Because it's a really touchy topic. Like, it's hard to not react to certain things. It's hard to recover and heal from the broken, but sometimes we just gotta pray for it. And how you can, overcome that pain is, just talk to someone that you can trust and love. Like, whoever makes you feel comfortable, who puts you at ease. Or maybe go to a counselor, maybe talk to them. And even if they don't understand, you could talk to absolutely anyone for as long as you feel comfortable and safe with them and trust them. Or you can always pray to the Lord, that helps too. Or, do something that can keep you your mind off things. But if there's nothing, then take nature walks, spend time with God. Take you a nice relaxing bath, and it has to be a hot bath. Put you some bath salts in there. And if you wanted candles, go do that. Do whatever excuse me. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Make yourself happy and keep your mind off things. Like how I'm trying to do right now. I mean, I was just talking to, B and Greg about, a lot of things on what's going on with me. And because of them, I want to be here today. And they're the only people who cares, who can actually understand, coming from my perspectives on, things that I go through on a basis. And even if they don't understand, they'll do their best to, because they show that effort. And I give the two of them credit for it, including Stardust as well, and just a lot of people. And if you're one of them, thank you so much for being there. But yeah, it's just for some people, they lose their sanity and just don't know how to comprehend any of this. Some of you have to struggle with work, bills, whatever it is. But yeah, you have to go through family losses 100% of the time, or you're always thinking of them, no matter how it numbs you and just crushes your heart. So B, let me ask you this, right? How else do you think you can overcome pain when it comes to family losses?
Well, like we were talking before we started this podcast, I haven't really experienced anything that crazy. I lost a grandpa, and I was semi-close to him, but it happened when I was probably 9 or 10, so, I wasn't fully aware of everything, so I didn't really grow close to my grandpa, so I haven't experienced anything that Navis has, or any other person that has lost their sibling, or parent or like close friend or anything. I can't say I've experienced that, but I can say that um, when you're around someone for such a long time, whether it's years or it's months, it just depends on the experience that you have with them. It can make the loss deeper and deeper, depending on how close you are with that person. And, you know, Mavis came up with great ways to cope with the loss of anyone, whether they're really close or they're, you know, someone they knew. Any loss is terrible, but it's as we have learned, it's life. It's how this world works. It's a cruel but intricate world. And your question was how to deal with it. My personal advice, it's just, you know, if you know somebody that also knew that person, you guys need to mourn together. You guys need to spend even more time than you have. You know, like, I'll give you an example. You know, let's say I was really close with my grandpa. You know, as a way of coping, as a way of mourning, you know, I spend more time with my mom because it was her dad. You gotta spend time with them so you can remember them. When you lose someone, you have to remember. Don't let them just fade away. Don't let them just disappear. It's good that you're sad about them because that means, you know, you're not just gonna forget about them. Their existence still lives in your mind. And that's the way it should be. So yeah, a great way of coping is to actually support the other people that are affected around it, and they will also support you as well. But yeah, you know, as Mavis said, therapy, talking to anyone that is actually there to listen, you know, someone that you trust. You know, when it comes to these times, you got to be more open to talking to people. You got to be more open to trusting people, you know, with your feelings, because sometimes people are not going to be there for you, and other people will. And sometimes people can't relate to the situation that you are dealing with, or some people just can't handle what you're going through. But if you ever lose anybody, you have to just realize that coping is the only way. You need to cope. You need to mourn. You can't give up. You can't let their loss be everyone else's loss because, you know, you can't handle the loss of someone. You gotta be able to move on, but not forget. Don't let them be forgotten. But you gotta be able to live. We're very strong-minded beings. Humans are very smart people. But you know, I understand losses can be really, really, really impactful. But at the end of the day, time never stops, and if we just never move on, you're just gonna be sad. And sad and sad. But it's okay to be sad sometimes, but not always. Yeah. Talk to friends, and, you know, spend time with people that you love.
Yeah. And please forgive me all. I am not feeling so great. I'm a little ill. I believe it's just allergies or maybe the cold. But that's it's just life. But yeah, it really means a lot to, you know, me and to, you know, the people out there who have lost a lot of, you know, friends, families, whoever it is that they've lost. It means a lot that, you know, you're putting your voice out there, and for, you know, being extremely helpful, because, you know, the stream really needs to, you know, hear it and must heal from the broken. So, yeah, it really means a lot. I'm not sure if there's anything else to say, cause I don't know. Usually I would normally go from an hour or two and, you know, just ramble about, you know, a lot of things, but I don't know. Just today is just really not my day. And I'm just dealing with so much. I'm a 23-year-old grandma who, at least try to, you know, get there. But, you know. It's just hard to get there most days. And it's not my fault, it's not no one else's fault. But,
He is not no grandma.
I kinda am, if you think about it.
Stop the cat.
Look, I'll be turning 24 next year. And the next thing you know, it'll feel like I'm almost turning 30. I mean, I'm halfway, sorta, but still, I feel old. I'm not gonna lie about it.
I got you.
Just,
But no, you're not old. 23, that's still young as hell.
stop.
30 is when you're getting up there, in my opinion.
I guess, but it still feels like it, because I don't know. Back issues. Sometimes my brain is foggy and you can't even seem to remember things, or I don't know, you just say the most craziest things, and then you think to yourself, or ever question yourself, well, my goodness, I act like I'm young, but yet I talk like I'm older. But that's just how it is. I mean, for fuck's sake, I love crossword puzzles, or even like love watching, you know, old classic, you know, TV shows. But Hey, son. I'm doing a podcast. What's the matter? Now, I'm gonna have to say it now. And I'm trying to, make people laugh or whatever, but do I need to kick some high knee? No, because that's just... Oh, goodness. I am so sorry.
You good, bro? How you been? You alright?
I may need to knock some
Man,
sense
you
out
look
of
good.
somebody if they don't treat my son right. I mean, I don't know, like, I'm just
What
really
happened with your female?
protective. Very protective. You can call me a, I don't know, a golden retriever. But in reality, I'm a Doberman. Or even a Rottweiler. I'm telling you, don't fuck with me, don't fuck with my kids. Rackham kids. I don't have kids in real life, but just, if you understand, you understand. I know. And see, y'all, it's... And I know this may be out of topic, but... When you hurt any of my family or friends, don't try to come through me. Just don't try it. I just don't like seeing people hurt. I don't want to lose anyone. And I surely, definitely don't want no one to end themselves because of, situations. But there's just too many people and children out there who wants to, hurt themselves, but it's just really not worth it. Because again, you guys matter, your feelings matter. You're very important. You're worthy of this planet, of this world. And may God bless the ones out there who are, going through my shoes or maybe Cookie's shoes. Just don't ever feel like you're not worth it, because you are. Because there are a lot of people that actually cares a lot for you and who are there for you. Things will get better. Especially me. Like, sometimes I have to follow my own advice. Like, I be helping a lot of people and I don't follow my own advices because, sometimes I feel I've done everything right, and people, I know. And sometimes when you feel you don't get enough credit, but other people do, it's just, this entire planet is just miserable. And you don't ever, deserve that. No one does. But it just happens because, above all things that we know about this planet, the enemy has a lot of big plans to take everyone down, and of course he'll you know, do a lot of things to destroy our lives or take our happiness away. But which is why we need to stick together and work together as a team and family and just do the best as we can for each other. I'll read your messages in a minute. But I just don't understand this planet at all. I really don't, but I pray that it all gets better, which it will. We just need to keep our faith and hope. Continue to pray to God and to rely on Him and do our best to not be, hateful towards one another and try not to, stay mad or argue or anything, but just be ourselves. And even if it's hard to be ourselves around certain people or with our own selves, again, you guys are more than welcome to, hit me up on my social medias. Like, I'm here. And even if I'm not there 100%, that's okay. Because, again, I'm going through my own problems. But it's never a problem to, ask for advice. For as long as you, stick with that advice and not betray my feelings and not caring for what I want in people. But yet again, it's completely up to you. If you follow or not. And it's all good. I'm not gonna complain or don't worry about it. But I think that's about it, really. I mean, I haven't streamed that long, except it's been like 48 minutes. So, I mean, it's almost an hour anyway, so at least, like, I rambled a little bit. I know, but it's just not worth it. It's really not. And I'm sorry that you feel that way.
It is not. Like she said, it's not worth it.
But
because I lost some niggas over email and that shit.
You are definitely not alone.
Don't do that.
Because again, you are loved and cared for. And I'm going to be here for you, Lucy. Like, don't ever doubt, don't ever feel like you're alone. Just don't ever question yourself. But yeah, that's about it. I just want to ramble about. But if you guys at least enjoy the stream, feel free to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and hit that notification button so you don't miss a stream when I update videos daily. Even if I don't, upload videos daily, that's okay too. I will keep you guys updated on when I will come back. But as of right now, give me until I don't know. Maybe this weekend or maybe Monday, if that works. So again, if y'all ever feel troubled or anything, just hit me up. I have my social links on my profile. And after this, I'm gonna post post my YouTube link on Snapchat. I'm not sure if I even want to, put my Snapchat out there or not, but just depends. Maybe not, but
Probably funny.
more likely just
Not you, him. Why he takes
follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and especially, what else? Because I don't think I have Twitter my thing anymore, but yeah, like I said, just follow me on Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. I love you guys so much, and I will definitely pray after I end this video, but yeah, but y'all take care, okay? Adios.